let's talk about Fragments of a Bitter Memory by Dying Wish. I'm going to say it. Best debut album of the year.
I agree.
I'm eating a chocolate finger.
Danny's chocolate finger. Alex, do you want to take it off?
Just riffs for days. This whole album feels like it's taken all of the best things about 2000s metalcore, the best era of metalcore, and then brought them back with like a modern touch to them. And I reckon if you made a list of the 10 best riffs of the year, half of them would be from this album. Special shout out to Emma Boster's vocals. Like I said with Danny Leal, the thing that sets her apart is that you can hear like genuine anguish and pain in her voice sometimes, and you can feel what she's saying. And I think that elevates every single song, especially when you get songs like the title track, which is obviously a very personal song when you look at the lyrics. And just all the way through, it's incredibly intense, relentless, which is what I want. It's just, 30 minutes of unrelenting energy. And if you're listening, Dying Wish, a UK tour, please.
Oh, please, come to UK. I mean, what a great start to the album with Cowards Fear, Cowards Bleed. It's just not pulling punches from the get-go. Her vocals, Emma's vocals, are just incredible throughout. And I think that intro track really lets you know, like, for the next 30 minutes, you're in for a ride. The Tom intro on Hollow by Affliction in particular was lovely. And I think just the drum performance in general was just so pleasant to hear. Like, in this genre, blast beats are so prominent, especially like on ride cymbals. And for me, it's important that you still kind of get that diversity and it doesn't feel too samey, too repeated, and you get good tones from it. And I think the production they have from the cymbals, especially on this album, kept it fine. And you're getting blast beats scattered throughout most of the songs, especially with the ride cymbal. It didn't feel stale. It didn't feel samey. It didn't get boring. It still felt absolutely fantastic. And whilst on the subject of cymbals, I really want to steal the China because it just sounds gorgeous. I love the 9/8 time signature during Innate Thirst. Captured my attention immediately and then switches into just a more conventional straight meter. Again, great use of the toms. Riffage takes centre stage and gives me like those old vibes of like 2000s metalcore. It kind of gave me An Ocean Between Us kind of guitar riffs from that era. And the breakdown of that song is so simple and effective, but they really just demand your focus and keep your attention. The title track, again, still stands out to me, I think, as song of the album. I don't think I'm pushing the boat out too far by saying this is one of the standout songs of the year. I agree. The songwriting for it, the musical performance, the riffs match the drum sounds perfectly when you kind of have little... the notes kind of copy in terms of timing between then the cymbals and the guitar and then also the double bass in the guitar. And there's still that variance in there between it. And even just the sung vocals of Where Did Your Love Go just calls through the heaviness. The song structure is fantastic and it just really shows off, I think in that one song in particular, everything this band is capable of. And I love that song. The last section of the album as well, the instrumentation for Blood-Laced Misery is fantastic. Enemies in Red, another beautiful drum intro. Drowning in the Silent Black is a really strong closer to wrap up the album. And I want to remind us about the fact that this is a debut album. Again, I know you said it. And for 30 minutes, for their first ever release, it's just incredible. And I'm struggling to understand that this is their first release and something of this caliber. And I think straight away, it's like you said, it's an album of the year contender. And it's a lovely reminder still again. And we've had this multiple times throughout the year, that metal is in just such a great place right now. It's thriving and it is fantastic.
It's not just metal in general as well, but women in metal. They're doing an incredible job at the moment. Vocals in this track are fantastic, and not just the screams, but the clean vocals on songs such as Severing the Senses and Until Morning Comes are brilliant. Everything that's great about this album showcased really early on. Cowards Feed, Cowards Bleed. What an intro to an album that is. Incredible vocals, thumping drums with some great fills, some brutal guitar tones, and unpredictable tempo changes all the way throughout the album. What a debut.
This is very much an album I could talk about for such a long time because I think there are just so many great aspects to it and it seems so meticulously planned, perfectly written, performances just on point completely. And if you're just listening to this and you're like, oh, I need to find out some new music, go listen to this. Go and check it out because it will blow you away.
I'm going to sound like such a knobhead when I say this, but I've been listening to them since their split EP with Serration, and it's so cool to see like the sort of whole metalcore community now acknowledging how good Dying Wish are, because I've known since that split like the potential they've had, and their songwriting's been incredible. So yeah, Fragments of a Bit of Memory, best debut of the year.